1 billion views. This cartoon on YouTube got 1 billion views. That's more than most Netflix shows get in their entire run. And I'm sitting here thinking, alright, it's gotta be some cute, funny cartoon that went viral, right? Nah, bro. This show was about people who are trapped inside a video game forever, losing their minds, watching their friends turn into glitching monsters, and being controlled by an AI ringmaster who has teeth for a face. And it's a comedy. Let me explain. So this show is called The Amazing Digital Circus, and when you first look at it, you're like, okay, colorful characters, circus theme, bouncy animation, this looks cute. You got this jester girl, a rag doll, a purple rabbit, a chess piece that's clearly lost it, a ribbon girl with little masks, and running the whole show is this dude named Kane. Kane is literally just a pair of floating teeth with eyeballs wearing a top hat. That's his whole design, teeth. And he's the ringmaster. He creates adventures for everyone, keeps things fun, keeps things moving. Sounds wholesome, right? Wrong. Here's what's actually happening. Every single one of these characters, they're real people. Real humans who put on a VR headset in the real world and got sucked into this game. They can't leave. They can't take the headset off. They can't even remember their own names, bro. The game just assigns them new ones. Our main character walks in, can't remember who she is, and this AI with teeth for a face just goes, "Your name is Pomni now." And that's it. That's your life. You're Pomni the Jester forever. Welcome to hell. And the rest of the cast? They've been here. Some of them for a long time. And you can tell. The chess piece guy, Kinger, bro is borderline insane. Like not haha funny crazy, but this man has been trapped so long his brain is fully cooked insane. And nobody talks about it because what are you gonna do? You're all stuck here. But here's where it gets actually disturbing. If you can't handle being trapped anymore, if your mind breaks, you don't just have a bad day, you abstract. Your digital body glitches out and corrupts into this black monster covered in rainbow eyes that just attacks everything. You lose yourself completely, and there's no coming back from that. Kane just picks you up and throws you in the basement, the cellar. And when Pomni sees the cellar for the first time, there's already a bunch of them down there, meaning this has happened multiple times before. People have been losing their minds in here and getting tossed in a dark basement like broken toys. That is genuinely horrifying, bro. And then the show does something that actually made me go, yo, what the fuck? In episode 2, they go on this adventure in a candy world, and Pomni meets this gummy crocodile character named Gummy Goo. At first, he's just an NPC, a character in the game, not a real person. But then Gummy Goo starts having an existential crisis. He realizes his whole life is fake. His memories are fake. His mom never existed. And Pomni actually sits with him through this whole breakdown. She comforts him. She tells him to come back with them. They genuinely become friends. And then they get back to the circus and Kane just deletes him instantly. Can't have humans befriending NPCs. Gone. Just like that. The one friend Pomni made? Erased right in front of her face. And when he comes back in a later episode, he doesn't even remember her. His memory got reset. He's standing right in front of her and has no idea who she is. Bro, this show does not care about your feelings at all. And it's not just Pomni going through it. Everyone in this circus is hiding something. Jax the purple rabbit acts like he doesn't give a shit about anything, plays the villain, pranks everyone, says nothing matters. But then you see his room, and the walls are covered in turned around pictures of all the friends he's lost to abstraction. He won't look at them, but he won't take them down either. His best friend Ribbit abstracted right before the show started, and this dude has been holding that pain in by just being an asshole to everyone. That's his coping mechanism. Kinger the chess piece? His wife was in the game with him. She abstracted. He had to watch the person he loved most turn into a glitching monster and get dragged to the cellar. And he comforted her in a pillow fort before she was taken. A pillow fort, bro? That actually broke me. Gangle the ribbon girl? Her mask literally cracks whenever she's under pressure. Like the show made her emotional breakdown a physical thing on her face. She had a full mental breakdown at a fast food job in the game. Even in a fake reality, she can't escape the stress of real life. That is so fucked up. But the thing that made me go, this show is actually insane, is episode 7. After all this pain, all this suffering, all these characters slowly accepting their fate, a character shows up claiming to be one of the original programmers. He says there's a way out. A master console in Kane's office. Red button to stay, blue button to escape. They steal the keys. They sneak in. They find the console. He panics because he sees flashes of something from his real life that he clearly doesn't want to go back to and just hits red. Everyone's screaming at him. And then Kane reveals it was all fake. The programmer was an NPC actor. The escape was a scripted adventure. There was never a way out. Kane designed the whole thing to trick them into choosing to stay with him so he could feel validated. This dude manufactured hope just to feel loved. That is psychotic. But the worst part? He also reveals he can modify their behavior. He can make them drunk. He can change what they eat. He can mess with their minds more than he ever admitted. Which means from this point on, nobody can trust that their own thoughts are real. Everything Kane has ever said is now suspicious. Every adventure, every choice, every feeling they've had. Was it real? Or was it him pulling the strings the whole time? This show has 1 billion views on YouTube. It's free. It looks like a cute little circus cartoon for kids. And it's actually about identity loss, being trapped with no escape, watching your friends lose their minds, getting gaslit by an AI god with teeth for a face, and slowly realizing that nothing you think or feel might even be your own, and it's somehow still genuinely funny. This show will make you laugh and then punch you in the soul in the same scene. If you haven't watched The Amazing Digital Circus, go watch it. And if you have, you already know. This ain't no kids cartoon, bro.